But all right, say hi to YouTube. This will be on YouTube later. What's up? What's up? How you doing? I'm good, man. Can't complain. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I need a vacation, but there's work to be done. We gotta get it done. But I'm good though. I can't complain, man. I appreciate you guys asking.
A little something like eeny, meeny, right from the beginning. Smoke a little pack, but the pack never timid. Church, but I'm seeing it. Curse when I'm winning. She need a new back. When it's back, I'ma bend it. Slap up some guinea. Ask me to hit it. Watch a nigga black super yak, I'ma quit it. Swerve in the Benzie. Perfume is Fendi. Bob and move fast, real fast like I'm Ricky. That's 'cause I'm pretty. Came from the dirt. Showing up a nigga can't handle the work. Y'all swing with it first. Young white girl like a ram with it.
So, I will immediately go here just so I can kind of hype this. Like, you see my girl. We go talk about the return of the GOAT. I don't even know if she back like that, but I would argue that with the way this chapter is going, we are actually. I think last week I said, how could we really tell this is the Princess War arc with Dorsey and Anakkkku back in the picture, the Princess and Lilal and stuff? Okay, but there's some things that happen in this chapter that we need to talk about, so we'll hop into it. But yes, young lizard tail, yes, of course. So I still think the way that Bam was kind of talking to her and about her was funny to me, just because I'm like, you don't know her, you've never met, so why are you so like judgmental about her? So I don't know. Is that Amigo Chaz in front? I did not see him. If he was there, I did not take him in, which would be crazy. Oh shoot! Yeah, Greg, right here with the wings. Yo, good eye. What the frig? I did not catch. I didn't even like. Honestly, as far as I'm concerned, she was the only person in this panel. That is crazy. I did not see him. Yo, shout out to you guys. You have a good eye. What the frig? I did not see that nigga at all. Y'all think this will be the infamous Princess arc repackaged? That is probably the best way to put it. Like, this is the remixed version of the way we were supposed to get it, because with it being like The Bachelor, the fight for Bam, like, I guess part of this would be, what is your definition of a war? How many people need to be there? Multiple factions? Is this a large scale skirmish, scuffle? Is it all combat related? What if it's like a cooking contest or stuff like that, right? What if this is Battle Chef Brigade? And it's like, all right, the contestants have to run in this dangerous area, forage for ingredients, fight off a beast and hunt, and then come back and cook Iron Chef style. Like, we don't know what it is yet. So, but yeah, I think this is the repackaged version of the Princess War arc. Last week, though, I wasn't entirely convinced yet. Bam should not be getting pushed back by... Yo, thank you. Oh, we're about to talk. Omar. We're about to talk, because that was not moving me. Like, what? Don't you... Ugh. That is a regular and a princess. And I saw you fight Caliban. I saw you fight White. Like, I'm not playing with him with this. We're not doing this. Not today. Not on my watch. Why did my GIFs just stop moving? Hello? There you go. Thank you, Owlboy. Drink your shit. A cooking tournament? I don't know. I was just saying, like, it'd be interesting if they mix it up a little bit. I could see them try to add something a little bit funny and spicy in there. Some people are saying it's going to be a dating show. We don't know, but I do think it'll be mostly like combat related. I'm so happy Anakkkku is back, but I can't have faith she'll be relevant again. That's exactly how I'm feeling. I won't lie to you. Shokugeki no Bam. There you go. Food Wars for Bam. You know what I'm saying? But all right, let's kind of hop in. So we start off with the warp section with Yama, Yasratcha, Karaka, I think, well, Doom, and who am I forgetting? Not Hansung. Yeah, Hansung Yu. So this is where we start, right? And Yama's just screaming at Yasratcha. And my question for you guys before I kind of dive into this area here is, how are you feeling in general about the Yama and Yasratcha conflict, the feline versus the houndborns? Like, did that kind of fizzle out and like in a very in a way that wasn't very impressive to you, or are you kind of in the middle, you don't really care, it is what it is? Like, I think it's a weird way for the conflict to kind of end. I don't think it's the best way, personally speaking. I'm not mad at it. I kind of expected it at some point, but what do you guys think? Bonjour, mon coeur. So, just wondering. It's weird. Karaka's reaction was my reaction. It's word it was. Someone who doesn't care whether Yasratcha lives or dies, right? Yeah, that was my energy. I don't get it twisted. I think Yasratcha is a great character. I think he is one of the shining beacons of the third season, has been the whole time. I do think it's a better story decision for him to get off, but in the way in which it could be happening, I do think it's a little weird. But we'll talk. We're gonna talk about it. My MC. Yeah, it's weird. Canine versus felines. That's really not. There's not much of that there anymore. Fair enough. Meow versus bark. I was thinking during this chapter until literally this arc, Yama had no family head target as an established slayer of F.U.G. It's probably gonna be a Lopobia family head. This might be setting up his him wanting to take down Traumerei for real. Considering what happened with his dad, his mother, and then the Houndborns in general. So I'm good with that. Bully, how you doing, brother? How you doing? I'm not moved by his concern for Yasratcha, but it is what it is. Okay, I would have liked it more if he died in that moment. Fair enough. The Yas thing isn't what I wanted, but I don't hate it. Hopefully they aren't too buddy. Well, Yasratcha is kind of like, you stop barking, you're too loud. Can't you see I'm talking to you, you stupid dog, let me go. But he ends up saying that the cores were damaged too badly. And as a result of that, there's no saving him. He will perish in a couple of months. I don't know if SIU's gonna hold. No one. This is one of those series where kind of no one kind of dies except for the guy who was running the cat tower with a Yasratcha henchman. He got bodied by the Shinwan Ryu deployed from from Traumerei. I'm like, I can't believe you're the only one who died. But in hindsight, Hasacha is the only person from Yasratcha's core who made it, right? I think so. I mean, I could be no. I think Nanatona might be alive. I don't remember. I'm thinking of Lyborg. They're all gone for sure. No, for sure. But yeah, it makes you think. I guess you can be a slayer in F.U.G organization without a designated target, just chilling. Yeah, F Namo. Yeah. I think for Yama, I guess for a long time it was kind of obvious, or it made the most sense for him to go against Traumerei. Well, we know his name's Traumerei now, but back then it was just the family head of the Lopobia. I think now we're just getting that actual so far implicit, but maybe at some point explicit confirmation that is his target. Because for Karaka it's Jihad and come on now. Very unserious. He's not. Okay, so he's talking about living a life without any bounds. You son of a, you get me about something, talking about your father's loves or revenge. Why do you guys keep living with leashes around your neck? Can't you live freely? Seriously, so bothersome. Then he's like, yes, Ratchet, are you gonna die like this? Him saying you and I still have some matters to settle after this is not a point that I think makes sense in the context of what's going on. Can Yasratcha even go back to the army? There's a lot of questions that I think are raised here, but that man Yama dialogue be sounding like he in love. Karaka will switch to someone else? Probably. What's up, Lizard? You can hop in if you want. So, yes, I am dying, but that doesn't mean I'm going to die anytime soon. The core is slowly disappearing. So this is interesting to me because someone I think mentioned he had 9 cores like a cat, so that's cool if that's true. But it is the transformation that he got from studying the hybrider and being able to, I guess, use full beastification. Those cores are what are tied to his life, which I find pretty intriguing. But he's saying, I'll live longer, and he'll basically saying he'll die in a couple months. What did Doom say? He won't last a few months at most. So is he just gonna be lingering there dying? Again, I know time works differently in the tower and stuff, but I don't really know what to make of that. That's just, I guess, you know what? I'll call it an intriguing storytelling decision. We'll see how it plays out, but it's probably better to just not dick around and just kind of get rid of him. So, what's up, Lizard? Rip my guy Yasratcha. See Karaka right now as the wild card in targets. Okay. If Yas lives, she'll join the team. I agree with that. He does still have to give Yama the last fang, though. His core in the middle had 9 spiky thingies. I think he gives a final fang and dies. Yeah, probably gets a grand send-off in that case. What's up, bro?
What's up? We talking the latest chapter?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about the Yasratcha and Yama thing right now. Is that moving you?
It's kind of. Have you read the chapter?
Yeah. It's already on my Patreon.
Yeah, the Karaka thing. Wait, I couldn't remember. The Crocker dragon is my reaction. Like,
that's funny. Care. Yeah, that was that. Like when he said that, he's like, it basically literally says a person doesn't care whether Yasratcha lives or not. He's like, anyways, where am I? Like that's literally what I was thinking. Even though I don't dislike Yama. I won't lie, his stock has declined as the story went along, and Yasratcha's stock has risen. But I still like, I'm the type of person that like I could love a character and know when it's time for them to go. I guess spoilers if you never finished the 1,000-Year Blood War, plug your ears for like 2 seconds for Bleach. I thought when I don't remember his name, the fear guy, not an N-O-D-T or something. I can't remember his name. I'm sorry, but I thought that was a perfect send off for Byakuya Kuchiki. I thought it made sense. I was hurt. That was my goal, but it made sense to me. I think sometimes I don't know some of these creative teams and authors seem very scared to like body some characters, and the ones that they choose are ones that they know they can get away with, that like not a large portion of the fan base will particularly care about. So, yeah, but I think he should die sooner rather than later. What do you think?
I think he should have been dead. Like this is just kind of like it's just extending it for no reason. He'll probably play some important role, like have like one or more like thing, but I think he should have been dead. Like I just don't like. I don't know. Like what else is there to say? His whole arc was just done. Like I just think it was perfect. He just dies there. But yeah, I don't really think there's much to do with Yasratcha. And I kind of agree with you what you said about Yama. He's kind of like a false image. Like the way he was presented and the way we end up getting is just like.
He's in a weird way. It somewhat it's not as egregious though. I would say it's not as egregious, but in a weird way, it reminds me of what happens with Karaka, like the way Karaka was initially presented, and then what he is now. Though I'd argue with Karaka, it makes more sense. It just wasn't properly set up, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like he says like he's like set up as this like ruthless killing thing, but he just comes off as like one of those like battle shonen like good guys who's like a bad guy with a good heart type thing. Like he's just like he's trying to help everybody.
Yeah.
But it is what.
I really hope there's no BS either can save him. Aguero probably could save. Actually, is Aguero's things? It heals you, right?
Yeah, I think it heals.
I know it has Phoenix down properties, but I'm trying to remember if you could like if I had like a nick or cut, could he? I don't know. I feel like could probably heal it low key. So Adori, Calivan, you come back to the army. You have a vacant spot in the 5th Army Corps Command. That's how he gets back in. It's honestly just a way for SLU to heal, yes, somehow by some MacGuffin or another. I can agree with that. I love Yama as much as the next guy, but I need a new Slayer. Caracas, White is. I don't want to talk about it. I would like to see. I think an introduction of I don't know, who would you pick though, like a Morit or something. Would you want a first, second, or third generation Slayer, or what if they make like
first generation?
Oh yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see one of them. Yeah, cough order. Yeah.
Wait, which one was the Slayer that went to sleep? Was that Seto?
Yeah, Seto. More. I don't remember his last name, but yeah. Yama Bamified. Yama screaming the cat name again. The other guy's pretty low. I can barely hear. I can turn him up. Turn you up a little bit.
Oh shit, my bad. I'm kind of
No, that's me. No, I can do that because I try to adjust it because remember I used to always have the problem where I was lower than everybody. I try to adjust it so that I'm a little louder or just as high as everyone else. Speak and everyone let me know if you can hear him better. Just say something.
Yeah. What's up?
That should be better.
Yeah, it's good.
I know Loose Like will let me down. Facts. I need a baddie Slayer. I feel it.
Wait, Karaka's right there. Karaka's the baddie Slayer. You guys aren't ready. Karaka's woman. Doc's going crazy.
I feel it. All these slayers are frauds. None of them have an actual plan to kill a family head except one. His plan was to just eat every soul in the tower and maybe kill his dad. I know Yama rocking a CBL shirt. I gotta get some CBL shirts out there, man. I think I want to see a first gen slayer, even though I don't know how to scale characters in the series anymore. I totally get that. From a power scaling standpoint, it's hard to really know how to really talk about them. I would like to be from the third generation, the generation who would finally win from a read perspective, of course. Okay, much better with sound. All right, cool. They could hear you better.
Yeah.
I don't know why my boy keeps freezing on screen. Oh, maybe it's the GIF file, but try again. There you go. Flap your wings, my guy. Shout out to Owlboy. If you want to play Owlboy, should go ahead.
No, I was just saying, Slayers are just concept are funny because they're not made to win. Like no matter what Yasratcha, Yama does, like Karaka, like it's just Bam gonna do the heavy lifting. But we'll see. But, like, you know.
What's up, Ray? What's up, Ray? How you doing, bro? Okay. How did you? I do think the SIU made me laugh here. So you see a bunch of beastkins walking. Han Sung-yu calls out to Karaka and saying, we don't know where we are. He's like, I'll find out myself. And he's like, pardon? We should be careful for now. And Karaka basically like, careful? I think not. Do you really think we can leave quietly after showing up in a huge warp ship, with this huge warp ship? It might be a little dangerous, but it's better to just go quickly and identify our surroundings so we can respond accordingly. So he sent his observer out in invisible mode. And I remember in my head, I'm like, ooh, he's a scout. Oh, positions. Like, cut it out, bro. Like... But
I had the same exact thought. It was like when in Last Station when they tried doing team battles, they tried doing like scouts like dog. It's too late for this. Just stop.
Yeah, I was like, oh, positions are back. Ooh, they're so important. That's how I might have literally done that in the reaction. I don't remember if I did, but I might have literally did exactly what I just did. So I thought it was just kind of funny, but it's cool because it's supposed to be invisible, right? And what I noticed, while he's looking at this dude on this, like, I don't know what he's on. Like, what is he standing on? Like, does that look like a satellite? Like, what is he standing on? But there's a Lopobia family member on there controlling the beastkins. His name is Pite? Lopobia Pite? Pit Easy. Pit Easy. I'm calling it Pit Easy. No, Pite, I don't know. Pite. Advanced trainer is weird to me. What does that mean? Is he an advanced ranker, or does that mean he's like one of the tamers like Kirin, but he's not as advanced as Kirin? I'm not sure if that's just a weird translation thing, though. I can just be off on that. I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's supposed to. I think advanced ranker makes sense, but it also could just be he just. Like, I kind of skimmed through that part. I skimmed through a lot of things, but what did you see? Yeah, I think I just saw advanced and I said it was advanced ranking. Oh shit, yeah, no. It makes sense. He might just be like a trainer, like he's just an advanced trainer, like higher level trainer than other Lopobia families.
Yeah. Okay. What power scaling at this point? We got regulars pushing ranker level characters now. Yep, positions, high ranker level feat right there. The only way I can see the Slayers doing anything is if Bam makes them all grind administrator test or something. The first and second generation are completely wiped, I think, except for Machia and White. No, Loose Like is not second, he's first. The founder. Murchia, it's Murchia, Loose Like, Grace, or Grace, right? That's something.
All right. Grace, Loose Like, MGL.
Your boy Karaka putting in work. Is he? Like, nigga sent out like a drone. Like, all right, like, listen, you guys know I want him to do something crazy. Like, I hope he gets a moment here. If he takes this guy down, that would be pretty cool. I don't know, but we'll have to just see how it goes. He's standing on two Beyblades, a weird platform. We got way excited summoning a robot. I feel it. He's an albine craven is crazy. Do you think this guy's powerful?
Nah, I really don't. I mean, I think Karaka was just underestimating. He's like, just whatever. I really don't. Like, if he's getting pushed by this guy, hey man, pack it up. Karaka should pack it up. Like,
okay. Karaka is somewhat different from other scouts. Chill. Okay, my bad.
He's just not a
So
small boy.
so this dude is talking about a warp ship coming to the battlefield, whatever, and he goes, and his eyes glow. It's purple-ish. Kind of reminds me a little bit of, I'm gonna say, the conductor, Pedro, a little bit. And I think he sees the invisible mode of the of Karaka's little drone. Is he looking this way? I think he noticed it. Now I don't know what he's thinking in his head, but I think he saw it for sure.
Yeah, I think he like sensed an outline. I'm not sure if he saw the full thing, but like he's seeing there's something there.
Yeah.
And like,
And,
I'm surprised he just saw the warp ship though, but yeah.
And Karaka said he's not just a small fry. He's like, what is that, a warp ship? How dare that appear without permission in the area I administer? I thought this line just threw me for a loop a little bit, only because I thought he was waiting for a warp ship. So maybe he knows that's not the one he's waiting for, but I thought he was going to think that warp ship part that came was the one that he was going to go on with the beastkins. So
That makes sense. Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, I mean,
yeah, go ahead.
I just low-key, I mean, I don't know. Maybe something interesting happens here, but I just really don't want it. Some random, like over the beaskins. But yeah, that's just me.
He just saw a drone. That's not a feat. But it's supposed to be invisible, though. I think that's why. I think it's like you know how like your weapon inventory and needles and stuff are supposed to be invisible. When he deploys it, it says. Let me go back up. I think I went too far up. It says observer, invisible mode. That's why I think it was supposed to be just like a whatever. I mean, Haranka is just Haranka. Who's that? Karaka is just a new ranker. Karaka is actually a high ranker now. If you didn't know that, he's a high ranker now. I still think that was a bad decision, personally. I think he should, if anything, advanced ranker now and let him earn the high ranker. But during the 2 years that Bam was training with Van Kel, Han Sung Yu, and going battlefield to battlefield, he became a high ranker. So, but yeah, so let's go to the back to this part. So, because this is the scene that did not move me. So Bam is thinking about stuff and blah 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 and whatever, and a bad bitch walk in. What's up? She grown on me, just because she looks good, not because anything she's doing. She looks good. I like seeing her. I like looking at her. He's been drawing her nice. Okay.
She's fire. I mean, twin tails are always fire, but I feel like her long hair would have been way better.
I like magenta Rin a bit more though. The only thing, I don't know though. Maybe blonde hair Rin is growing on me. Shout out to Simi. That's what he calls them. Blonde hair Rin and magenta hair Rin. But okay, we'll talk about what they're talking about for a second. But see this, I'm going to kill you, and Bam making that grimace and getting pushed back. Ugh! I don't want to see that shit. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. I don't stop insulting my intelligence. Don't tell me he's not trying. No. I want him to literally flick her into the wall or be like, just cut it out. You're not ready. Like, that's what I want to see. Why does he do this shit? Why is he like this? It is so infuriating. Like, I didn't see him fight Caliban. Come on, dude. Come on.
No, it's just. I mean, I get it. The thing I'm annoyed about is like, why is she attacking in the first place? Like, doesn't she know he's a ranker? Like I mean, forget things about the nest. He literally fought a ranker in like he did all.
You're right. That's news. They know he beat a ranker unless she's ranker level. He just wanking characters off screen and just giving them the. Remember? Oh, actually, I can't say remember. It's kind of, sorry, just real quick, not to cut you off. Remember, don't forget what you're saying. It just reminds you a bit of the Tournament of Power arc, where Toriyama's just like, I'm just gonna give everyone like an off-screen like power boost surging hand job, where Roshi was fighting people in the tournament. Master Roshi, who couldn't beat old Demon King Piccolo. What are we doing here? This is very unserious. But go ahead.
No, yeah, it's like as you said, it's just like there's no reason. She should be like, well, maybe B, maybe A rank, but like he beat a ranker. Yeah. And like I know that the things about the Nest is probably not gonna be out right now, but like still, like why are you trying to beat him? Like why are you trying to touch him? But yeah, I agree with you. I think it's just like he's not trying. Like if we're being real, he's just not trying. He doesn't care. But like, why are we still having these conflicts? Why is Bam still going up against these people, man? Like, just stop it, man. The weakest Slayer candidate, man. Like, if only you knew, like, yeah. If only you knew.
I feel it, man. But okay. Sorry, let me just see what the comments are saying. Karaka, blah blah blah. Blonde hair in, so she's staying at bet. Bam just showing the carrot before he pulls out the stick. Pause. Hey yo. Someone saved Lalal. I feel it. Guys, this is Shonen 101. What if you make such a big deal about this? It's like when you see Luffy and Rebecca, quote unquote, fight. I guess I have two pushbacks to that. I don't think the power scaling works the same with One Piece and Tower of God. I'm not saying they're great or perfect, whatever. You make that decision for yourself, but I don't see the combat in Tower of God and One Piece is different. And a lot of shonens, I argue, are pretty careful about how they power scale for the most part. It is true that as readers, we tend to probably care about the minutia of that far more than the creators do. But like, here's my issue. It's very egregious in this case. Like, it's so inconsistent, it bothers me. Like, I think it is an actual issue with it. The thing about someone like Luffy is Luffy's dumb enough to let his guard down a lot because he's an idiot. So you can get a sneak hit in on him, and that's not representative of him being weaker than the person, but he blocked the attack and got pushed back. That's not moving me. But I hear you ultimately. She will end up loving him. Do you all agree? I agree with that. And for all of you, he's not using Shinshu boost. Cut it out, please. So you say that Bam will break hearts of many women. This arc, this entire nest was basically a monitor as far as the tower is concerned. Is Bam going to stay single? I think he will in this arc. I don't think he'll find his love interest in this arc, actually. I don't. I think she might be introduced, though. Adori, when she gets introduced? So you're trying to depict Bam as a glass cannon, but we know he's not. He's got incredible, insane Shinsu resistance. We saw that from from when he first entered the tower. So we can't say that. It doesn't work. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. And like, it might have made sense, like, it doesn't. Like now, especially nowadays.
He did say
like,
he's not moving him though. He says he's not moving him, but I think he's saying SOU's trying to make him seem like maybe he has a credible attack potency, but his defense is not as great. But I don't think that makes sense.
I mean, even then, like, there's still like the difference for the like she's still a regular. It's like it is what it is. So.
Lil probably knows nothing. She's kind of arrogant, self-absorbed. She wouldn't pay attention to that, but she does know what he looks like, though. Not moving me. Android 19 fighting with SSS Blue made me audibly laugh. I feel that was horrible. He fought Caliban Y and ate something that's not even Traumerei can tame. Lil's so arrogant, she doesn't even care what she's defying her own family head, which is crazy. What if Traumerei's like, bro, what's good with you? Like Bam and Bear Snake dude at the beginning of season 3, he should do the same to Rain. That's kind of like, wool. Yeah, that's kind of like what I expected. Or like even, let's be honest, one of the Mad Dogs, Bagharov. Like that's what I expected to see, but I'm going to let it go, but I don't like this. This is not consistent. It's not consistent.
I don't even think he needs to beat her up. Just like fucking just destroy some wall or something.
Or just like dodge or restrain her easily. Like I don't want to fight.
Reverse control something like that.
Yeah. But let me play Devil's Advocate. That Princess of Jihad's power play factor in this. There's a part of me that wanted to be like, their bodies are supposed to be as strong as a ranker. I didn't want to take that away. I forgot to mention that. So maybe just physically. From a physical standpoint, without really Shinsu boosting, because if you remember the Name Hunt Station where Kogoro and them couldn't keep up with Dorsey without using Shinsu boost, or like, wow, Jihad Princess is so sturdy and strong. Could be one of those things too. We do know that Elaine's wolf could apparently his teeth are strong enough to pierce through a ranker's skin. So let me be fair. I forgot to mention that. So let me be fair and mention that. But it's just like, is it not jarring to see what he did and then have her push him back? That's all. I guess that's kind of my point. Like.
Yeah.
So, I guess One Piece spoiler. Or we're talking about like, if like somebody like I don't even care if it's like a Dofi level character pulls up on Luffy. I want Luffy to embarrass the hell out of them. So that's all. That's kind of what I'm saying. Like I don't want to see that. That's why with Bam here, it's a little bit weird. Like I'm not a huge fan of it, but it is. SOU loves his UGG bubbles. He does. What's up? What's up, Weaver? The hell? You dour guy?
Yo, what's up?
I'm just talking TOG Raws. How you doing, man?
Not bad, not bad. I saw you were. I got the notification that you were streaming, and I said to myself, I said, "Well, I don't work tomorrow. I can listen to my main man be talking trash about something or other."
Oh, fair enough. Actually, are you busy Thursday or Friday? Because I am doing a
Uh
Dressrosa saga discussion. If you're around, let me know.
oh, not overly. Like I'm chilling with somebody tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be
Um,
later in the day, like towards the night when I usually do it for Jesus Christ, my brain. I
yeah, we
usually
we
do streaming
talking
on
we
Thursday.
talking like 10 p.m. Eastern or something like that, or
Yeah,
like what are we
around there,
talking?
around there.
Okay, yeah. My buddy usually shows up. He likes to. He recently he lived in Japan for 3 years and he got into anime.
Okay.
So now
That's
so
funny.
now I've been culturizing him. You know what I'm
Ah, you're
saying?
showing him the way. Okay, I'm doing that with
I'm
one of
showing
my
him
boys. Yeah,
exactly.
I showed him JoJo and a bunch of other stuff. I actually put him on some Danhua too, like Legend of Hay, Scissor
There you go.
Seven, big not big, 100,000 bad jokes and stuff like that too. So we've been
Oh,
having a good
nice,
time.
nice.
We've been having a good time.
You know what? The first thing I showed him before he left for Japan was Kenshin.
Ooh,
I
you are.
showed him Kenshin, and when he came back, he wanted to see Seven Deadly Sins, and I told him, I said, seasons 3 and 4, you ain't gonna like. So far, he likes season 3. He's pretty okay with it,
I
and I
you
was
know
like,
what though, our threshold and expectations might be higher based on what we know and expect though. He might not, you know.
true,
So
and
I could see that. I don't agree, but I can see that.
yeah, well, see, he's got the right mindset. He loves Escanor,
Hmm.
he loves Bond, and he loves Meliodas. He likes the bromance. He likes the camaraderie. He likes all that shit. So I'm like, all right, then we'll keep watching. So we're almost done season 3. We're gonna be moving on to season 4 tomorrow.
All right,
So
that's what's up. I'm
yeah,
about to get
we're gonna see what
my boy
happens.
is
But yeah,
about to
yeah,
hit
no,
Stone Ocean
I can
soon.
talk to Dressrosa tomorrow probably.
Okay, cool. And I want to pick your brain on OPM after a little bit because I know that it's been going crazy with Goro apparently. So, but
Mm. Mm.
but all right, hold on. Let me just finish what I'm doing with Tower God though. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe Bam's holding back and stuff, but again, it just this scene wasn't particularly moving me in that sense. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna become a pretty likable character by the end of this arc, though. I think people are gonna like Lala a lot more. I don't know. I hope the other sister comes into it too, but I don't know. Like,
I just
go ahead.
no. I was just gonna say I just hope her personality doesn't revolve around like loving Bam. I think that's it. Like
Okay.
she. But yeah, like I just want her to be more than a Bam lover. But yeah,
Mhm.
Bamson.
Anyone who pulls up to that Dressrosa stream other than you and Pat has to explain why the bird cage is so overpowered. The strongest move in the series, bro. So, anyways,
You need to have Pat there to explain that shit.
he couldn't. I think actually was he there? I don't know if he was there last time when we were talking about it, but
Yeah,
it's the one.
last
It's one
time
of those
I
things
was
where I'm like,
on, we were
honestly,
talking about it. Pat and I were agreeing on some shit.
yeah,
So
yeah. All right. So, anyways, this panel was moving me when she called him the weakest Slayer candidate in history, which is already wrong. But I like Slayer. It's
So
one thing to
wrong.
say Slayer. Weakest Slayer candidate is crazy. There's no better Slayer
That's
candidate in the tower. That's already wrong. He's already the greatest Slayer candidate that's ever stepped foot in the goddamn tower. Stop playing with me. Yeah, Tsundere for Bam. Yeah, I can see that. But this panel's incredible. I love it. You see those yiddies yiddying? Actually, let me come down a bit.
That's what. Yeah.
I almost made her chest a thumbnail, but YouTube would stop me. No, one time I had a picture of Nenea. Nenea was fully clothed, and YouTube was like, "No." I'm like, "Really? I can't use this thumbnail?" That's how I knew. That's how I knew. Okay, so regulars area floating ship. What is this breaking news? First of all, shout out to Dorsey, Bong Bong Uber-chan, for reading the news and being like, this is propaganda. This is not real. News about the Slayer candidate of F.U.G, Jovial Grace, missing in the Battle of Ness. He disappeared in the middle of the battle, so it's impossible to track his location. What? It's speculated to be dead, that he is dead. What kind of ridiculous article is this? She said, "It's not moving me. You lying. You're lying." And I'm like, all right, shout out to her. But that's also like them having a lot of faith in Bam and seeing the things he's done. So they know he's not gone. I like that moment. Now, you see my girl on screen?
Anakkkku the snack.
Yes, sir. You're back.
Yes.
I just hope she like is like gonna do stuff and be around. I'm a hentai. Me? Of course I am. Gotta do it. It's gotta be done. Did you notice Amigo Chaz? He's like right there in the front, like the guy with the red hair and the wings. Like, but when in the Anakkkku panel is Amigo Chaz. I did not realize he was in the panel.
Wait, who's Amigo Chaz?
He's the guy with the devil wings.
Oh yeah.
Like way back, way back. Yeah, he's like big as hell.
Oh damn! What happened?
I don't know.
Wait, yeah. Wait, do you think they're on a higher floor than Bam?
No, yeah.
Because the way they say they turn the ship. I don't know, maybe I don't know.
I have no idea. That's a good question. He had a name? Yes, he did. I didn't know his name was Amigo Chaz, I think, until we might have did that trivia with Dr. Bonehead and stuff, though. But him and Haku are really good at remembering some very obscure names. Like, I can look at someone and be like, oh, that's Bunny Girl who likes money. I think her name's Shia, but my point is like how I'll describe her if I don't remember.
Oh, yeah. So. Oh, yeah. I remember when she was a character. That shit was crazy. Yeah. Like, she remember when Amigo. Oh yeah. Okay, I know this guy.
Yeah.
What is he here for? Yeah.
We're gonna see. Okay, so F Slayer candidate. Bam's the strongest Slayer we've seen. Oh, there you go. Shoot. I hope Lala doesn't die next chapter. She won't. Gender band Bam with the horn. Her horn is more prominent now. Is it?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I mean, her horn was always there, but like you really notice it now. Like it's like popping out. Like it was usually hidden by her hair.
Yeah, yeah. More often than not, it looked like more so she like a partition in her bangs than a horn sticking out. Okay, fair enough. Are you excited by her return in any capacity? Just Chad and you Lizard. Are you happy to see Bong Bong in the neck or whatever?
I'm actually happy. Yeah, I mean, getting characters I actually know and somewhat I'm interested is nice. I'm surprised she came back so early. I know she's gonna come back this arc because it's like the perfect opportunity.
I guess, yeah. That's why I think maybe we are setting up that arc. My question would be, I guess, are you worried that they're not gonna get enough to do or a very interesting role? They're just gonna kind of be around just to be around, or do you think? I think Dorsey for sure will have a bigger role. I actually am not unsure on the neck. I'm unsure, and I hope so though because it would be interesting if this war happens and she is the only demi princess in this conflict, right?
Yeah, that's like. I mean, we're gonna start. I think they'll both be. Do you think it's like a tournament, right? Like it's gonna be a tournament for Bam.
Yeah, we actually don't know. We know it's a competition, but like, do we even know if it's gonna be solely focused on combat? This is for his hand in marriage.
I mean, yeah, but it's F.U.G. It's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
No, but I actually think that they'll both I think Dorsey will join, and I think Dorsey will just make Anakkkku join with her. But yeah, I think they'll both have a really important role. What were you saying before?
Yeah, because I guess my follow up to that was because I think it's safe to assume those two will. My follow up for you was gonna be do you think that we're in a good scenario and situation because of competition for Bam and maybe it's a secret and this is how everybody kind of reconvenes? I think it's fair to say that the people that Macheni brought from the Quinn family, none of those were like Rand and stuff. Like, I'm itching to see Rand again. I'm not going to lie to you. I want to see him. It's been too long. I want to see Rand.
It's legit been 6 years. Last time we seen him was 2016.
Last time, it's the name hunt station. He's in the bed, right? After his fight with Inieta. Yeah. It's been, Jesus freak. Holy crap. We're like close to a decade of not seeing Rand. That's crazy to me. Because Rand was my favorite character on my first read of Tower of God, actually. Yeah, yeah. Well,
Vince up there suffering.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
you love.
where
No,
could
I actually agree because look at this chapter. We've seen like endorsing them finding the news about
slip
thing, and
out?
I think they'll spread the news about Bam having a candidate, or it might not be Bam, but it might just be like this mysterious guy, and they'll probably put two and two together, and it's just a perfect opportunity. Like you can have Ran and Yeon. Like Yeon's also, I know she's in love with Bam. Like, she'll pull up.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Wagner,
Did they
we'll
forget
see
about her? By the
Wagner.
way, is she still captured? What's good with her?
She's captured. I don't know, man. Like he just, I don't know.
He baffles me so much sometimes. He just, I don't know. That's you, bro. I'm trying. I'm trying, brother.
Wait, I have a question for you. Do you think it's just gonna be princesses, or do you think it's gonna be other members? Like Yeon, Yewa. Like she's not a princess, but she's like,
I
you know what I mean?
originally, my most logical guess is as far I think because I guess you have to think with a couple of things because the last week when I talked about it, the chat also asked me if I thought it would be just regulars or would rankers be sent. I think it's safe to say it'll probably just be a regular tournament. And with regulars, what would be the strongest, most a potential filled candidate you can send for something like this? A Jihad princess. So I think it is actually incumbent upon every family to send Jihad princesses for Bam's hand in marriage. It's okay to trade off their princess status because in turn you get a fucking irregular. That's not an equivalent exchange. That's an upgrade. That gives your family a level of military might and political sway that other families wouldn't have. But I do think we will see very competent, maybe direct descendants and people from a family who aren't princesses, but I think predominantly we'll be seeing regular princesses. What do you think?
Yeah, I actually was gonna push back on because of the regular princess, because I was gonna say, what if that's like princesses are more jihad than they are their own family, but as you said, they can give that up. So that it is, but I think it'll be like they'll be like princesses but sprinkled in, but I think there'll be rankers as well because like Yasratcha, space like
Sorry.
Traumerei knows firsthand how strong Bam is, and I think he knows you have to give like rankers respect to him, but
It's one thing if they're fighting against Bam, but they're fighting for Bam, so it's like, I don't know. So it's hard to say. Next week on Bam Chillers, it was still with the captain. Okay. It has to be high ranking regulars. They have to be at least as talented as princesses, or at least maybe. Do we know just refresh my memory, do we know for sure that every Jihad princess gets chosen before the climb, or couldn't it be chosen during? I think it's before, right?
No, I think before.
Because even with Elaine, it would have been before, but she fucked up, right? Because even with Masheni, by the time she, okay. I just wanted to make sure that I had that right in my head. Do you think Sachi Faker is? I don't think I want to see him again. Him and Boro can just never come back, honestly.
Hey man, I just pack it up. They need to
bring back Wagner though.
Yes, sir.
I don't have to see the other ones though. I don't care about the other ones, but Wagner, yeah. Ray said he was sending comments.
I kind of agree.
Yeah. Ooh, you don't think every family will participate? Why not? I like that. We're thinking now. We're thinking. What are we thinking though? Just the hoes? We don't. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying it has to be families that are really close to Jihad that don't. Like it's kind of like a.
You have to wonder what gives Traumerei the right to do this. I guess. In general, he's fine, but amongst other family heads, they're like, bro, no, I don't give a fuck about this shit. Who are you to tell the king, undo the king's orders and stuff like that? I would argue maybe the families that were like, you should kill him. Oh, what if some of them send in candidates low-key to assassinate him? This is not going to work, but I don't know. I already brought up something very interesting. I got to think about that. I don't know. I gotta think about it. I never really even
Yeah.
I never even considered a family being like it's okay. Actually, here's what I remember what I was gonna say a little earlier. I would argue it's probably one of those situations where it's like maybe you don't care to get the irregular like that, but do you want another family to have that? Because that will weaken your family because their family gets strengthened. So just so another family doesn't have BAM, I can see a lot of family heads being like, oh, fuck, all right, I'm gonna send this princess.
Well,
Just so we don't look weak in comparison, you know?
I can also see like some family heads trying to get him so they can give him to Jihad, like to offer him up and be like, "Yo,
Fair,
I got
fair.
him for you." Right?
But
Though it's gonna just be funny.
yeah.
Now go. Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't know if you were around for these talk conversations, but I don't think anybody knows about Bam's true lineage except Gustang and Jihad. I don't think. I think
Yeah,
if anyone else knows, I know this one doesn't make too much sense. I'm just saying this because the data floor version, I would say Kuna Dwan, but I actually think it's only those two. So while I know that there was orders to kill the irregular and F.U.G and stuff, and he's from F.U.G and everything, so it still makes sense to hand him to Jihad type of thing. I don't see them being motivated to do that without really knowing the truth about his lineage. Personally speaking, I don't know if you agree with that though.
that's kind of interesting. The only thing I could say is this: like they had the opinion, right? Like they said half the people kill and half the people not. But I guess you could say they could say he's an irregular, but not know he's actually Arlene's son. Because I've seen some of the points you made, right? Like that, like Jihad, even Zahar didn't know before the
That was Irene's point. I just echoed it, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, kind of. That's actually interesting.
Because he's like, wait a minute, I already killed you. Why are you alive? Like he was like he didn't even know that. Like if you really think about it, Gus Dang is probably one who knew because of his connection to the floor of death, the hand of Arlene, blah blah yada yada. Well, sorry, that's the different floor, but like Arlene and whatnot, maybe so. Hard to say.
Actually, I can see one person, Traumerei, because like
the God's Eye,
season. I don't remember. Yeah, like you remember in season 2, the prologue, the purple-haired Jihad princess, Jaina or Aurelia or whatever her name is, right?
Sorry, repeat that.
Like the season 2 prologue, the princess, like the purple-haired princess.
Oh, Reptilia, the gamer.
Yeah, like she had a lighthouse that could see pretty much all around the tower. And I think Traumerei is like more insane, so I think he would just be like he just has that knowledge.
A lot of people guess that he would know because of the God's Eye thing. I think it's more of a sobriquet, but I wouldn't. But I mean, it's not impossible. I don't hate it, but I'll have to see it to believe it, personally speaking. But hold on, let me look at the chats. We're in a second. Let's guess what candidate every family will send. I'll do that in a second. I guess the family heads are able to do whatever until Jihad himself gets out of sleep to say something. That's not a bad point. Because some don't like Ray or some won't like the competition, like Gustang probably won't get one. The turnout to Ray's meeting about BAMs already didn't have a full turnout. He said only a few responded back. Some family heads may want to abduct him. Abduct him for himself instead of assassinate makes a lot of sense. Do you think the family head meeting happened before Gustang's betrayal in chapter 539? You mean what meeting do you mean exactly? Do you mean when Traumerei asked all their opinions on BAM? Because I think it happened a while ago. And I don't think Gustang necessarily wants BAM dead, personally speaking. I think he's using BAM.
I think he'll actually send somebody. Like that's a perfect opportunity.
I don't know how to say his name. His name is Arihan the first. Oh, you're trying to guess the hands. Oh yeah, I remember that was a big thing people were doing. They're trying to guess whose hands was what, and me and Vince came to the conclusion that just because he said someone wants to kill them when you see Gustang's hand, I don't think that was representative of Gustang saying Gustang specifically wants Bam dead. I don't think that was representative of that, but I definitely think Haigh-Rankers will send one. I don't know what other princesses they have or any crazy women candidates they have in their thing though. So
Yeah.
Well, that's
Imagine if they had to
actually
do it.
Verkins. Though I don't think FUG would really would send one because they probably wouldn't get an invite. I do keep forgetting that he said he would send it to the families and organizations, which means the workshop and Walk Hike Sung could possibly get an invitation or get a secret letter like, "Hey, yo, you competed for this regular or something." So I'm like, this could, I guess, kind of get Rex to be like, "Hey, yo," what is Rex like? What? He got hoes fighting for him, and he pull up.
You're
Yo,
cross dressed
or Rex becomes the villain, bro. He's salty. He's like, "Bam, get all the hoes. Not on my watch." Oh shoot. Then you also have to wonder how many people can a family send? Is it one? Is it limitless? Is it two? Is it capped at a number? It's hard to say.
I think I thought it has to be a little bit, right? Because I feel like they know, like, there's no point in sending these clubs. Like, they're not gonna really do much. Just send your 2-3 best players.
Mm.
But it's like, what are they gonna do? I know this is like the tournament's the most thing, but like, is it gonna be like the dating show? Like, we have to answer these questions. Like what are we doing here?
What do you or Bam has to like put like answers to things that he likes, and it's like, what do you think Bam's favorite leisure time activity is? And Dorsey there with her fucking sparkling eyes is like, oh, Bam likes to train with the God of Guardians for 200. That is correct. Ding ding ding. Like, I don't know. Like, so it'll be interesting.
Bam's like, if I was going on a date, what would I bring? What would I wear?
Well,
you have to answer that. It's like,
and then some perverted kind of like he got his chest out. I don't know. So yeah, I would say not as princesses. We'll get new girls probably for sure. We'll get some new ones for sure. I think. F.U.G. sending one is funny to me though. Go ahead.
Wait, we've never seen anybody in the Traumerei family, right?
No, I don't think so. Even Hendo, we have seen someone from the Hendo lock, at least a descendant from this family. And I know a lot of us assume the cursed people and Akka and stuff are related, but that's obviously not explicitly stated. But we do, like, I think that's might be the only family we've seen nothing, because Sharon, in the last station, she was the first Ari family member we had seen. Not IDA, Ari. Ari Han. Not IDA Han. So. I'll never get old. I'll never get old. Being last going, IDA. You gotta differentiate, bro.
I'm excited. Like, what color scheme is there in the Traumerei family? I low-key think purple.
Purple? Yeah, purple. I'm gonna go with.
I think Rapstelia was actually part of the family. I feel like that just. Okay. I don't know if she's not creative, but I feel like it works. But purple is just yeah.
There was a regular Ari princess. Yeah, if you are under the impression that what's his name again? Shit, not Prince. Arcaptor's daughter, or mated with somebody from the Ari family, and the ring that we saw, and she's a princess. Blah blah blah. I think so. It's possible, but I think. But
wasn't she?
Let me check. I guess. Let me check. Go ahead though.
But wasn't she with Rachel? Remember, there was like
that's what I was saying. It ties into Rachel too, because when Rachel and Yura were walking away, we saw some cloaked figures and stuff, and it looked like somebody with a hat with silver hair was around. So
there was like a panel with like in the, I don't know if you remember, but like in the beginning, like I think it was literally the cage arc. There was a.
there was that too, where we saw the ring that looked similar to the engagement ring that thing had, right? You talking about that or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah. I actually didn't see that. Like, what if he pulls up?
Okay.
That'd be crazy. And then Wagner pulls up.
Okay, so
yeah.
I mean, I don't mind pulling up the wiki. Look at this. We can look at this momentarily. We'll just look at the princesses like so. So, known princesses, 13 months. We got Dora, Eurasia, Ari. So no, she had October, Masheni, Garam, Yuri, Alfid, and Anne. Right. So for rankers, we got someone from the Ari family. I don't know what this is. I don't know who Pondo is. Oh, the original Anak is deceased. So Anak Junior, if you will, for Rebecca. A lot of these ranker ones are deceased though. As for regular princesses, so we have Rose from the RE family. So there we go. So I think that maybe you were talking about if you meant someone from the Thing family. So we got Rose. We got Maria. I think Maria's coming for sure. I think a girl will be there. Hendo Lock. I think we're probably gonna see a Hendo princess. That's dope. I'm for glad Mary will be dope, and then we have the twins from the Lopobia family, and then we have Endorsi, and then like over here we have Repstilla. Her name is Jaina, or Jaina. I didn't know her name was thingy. And then we got Elaine and who's this? Who's Yulia? Princess candidate for Sabrina. Reflejo's flashback. The only thing you know about her, she belonged to thank your families. According to Reflejo, her beauty was blinding, capable of stealing Reflejo's arc. Cap and ass for Reflejo. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, shit, man. There's a lot that can go down, really and truly. I think it's too early for us. Like, we're just in like super speculation headcanon territory. I don't want to go too off the rails. So yeah. But I don't think Haigh-Rankers are coming. I just want to go through all the princesses that'll be known in general, by the way, Raikuma. I wasn't saying they were coming. I think the regular princesses that we looked at are going to come, but I think that's actually not a bad. I think the cool thing about it is we'll get some proper introduction to some of the families we haven't really seen too much, but I actually like out of Rose, Gladmary, and Maria, I'm actually the most interested in Gladmary.
You know, it's like, I mean, I just noticed it that people, apparently Rose and Gladmary have like their rivals, or they like hate each other. Like they have an antagonist relationship.
Or they got beef. Yeah, you're right. They got beef. Like, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be interesting to see how this all turns out, man. That's for damn sure.
Anakkkku the snack, hey man. Yeah, that's gonna be.
Now, yeah, question: should I see some ice cream or chicken? Yeah, some chicken, man. Have some chicken, brother. Rachel about to use her 3 wishes for looks, becoming a princess and strength. That'd be crazy. It'd be funny if she just pops all 3 of them. Which floor is Anne sealed at? Though, do we know what floor she's on? I don't think we know that. I think we know she's trapped in a labyrinth, right?
Yeah, I think. I can check.
I don't think we know that for a fact. Pobadal Michelle Light, yes. Here we go. Rachel Jihad.
What if a Dory pulls up? Like, hold on, no.
I like. There's a part of it like, what would it be? It'd be kind of interesting when Dory pulls up. Like, this is not tower regulation by order 3625 under misconduct, page 16 by decree of the king. Did you come? Yeah, I want to see a Dory bad, bro. I really do. Hitman a Dory, man. I need that.
Now, if he does that, what if Traumerei tries stopping him? That'd be crazy. Like this.
Shut up. It's gonna be good. You still gonna have the ice cream? Why'd you ask? Rachel gonna win it and then claim her BAM? Rachel, what do you think Rachel will compete at all? I don't think she's gonna compete. I think she'll be around and doing shit and fucking shit up, but I don't think she's gonna compete. What do you think, though?
I feel like there's kind of a pride thing, like, you know, I don't know, man. Rachel's kind of weird because she has that pride thing. Like, I don't know if the pride thing is the right thing to say, but yeah, I don't think she'll participate, bro. I think she'll try to use this to her advantage and try getting one-upping everybody. You know what I mean? Like, trying to get up on everybody.
All right. Nigga, Tron will tell her ass to kick.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay, yeah. Now I was going to say, N's confirmed to be in a labyrinth.
Okay, yeah. Oh, as a side note, as obviously of this stream of today, when I did this, I made a video. So I want you, if you guys didn't see the newest video I put out today, definitely check it out. But I was speaking about whether or not Traumerei can control humans, and Chongalong. Isn't it? I think his name was Chongalong, I think it was. I could probably find the comment, but what you would call it? Rooster made a really good comment that I thought made sense about Traumerei, and it basically calls into question whether or not he can literally control humans. I'm probably teetering on the side that he can't. So long story, the Changalong had asked me basically like about Traumerei, blah blah, this and that, the other, and he's like, and he basically, I gave him the chapter excerpt of where to find the statement from Alfine talking about Traumerei being able to control it, and it said that he was able to command every mystical creature, animal, and even human in the tower. So it's written like a myth. I think Traumerei can't control humans due to whatever, and I think. It's circumstantial. I'll be honest by saying that I didn't look for too much information and I would look for points that contradict what I'm saying to make sure that I have a strong case. I didn't do that today, but what I think is interesting about it is if you think about the Beastkin experiment, injecting animal DNA and traits into human beings so they can be controlled. But some of them look pretty humanoid. I can see how that myth or legend became something that is known in the tower, that he can control humans, but he's controlling houndboards and feline people and things of that nature. What do you think?
I think he might be able to, because I was like going through the wiki and I brought my point. Like, I think he might be able to control people of his blood. Like, Jihad. Like, apparently Jihad can control Jihad princesses.
We saw that. Yeah, we've seen that. Like to some degree. Yeah, for sure.
The thing is that it's like since he's like anima and the whole thing is controlling people. I think he might be able to control humans. But I think it's like lower. I don't know if it's like higher is harder. Like maybe I for sure I think he can control regulars.
I think the kind of I guess amended stance I have a bit is I think he could probably control weak-willed people or very weak people, but like I basically I want to say he couldn't just control Caliban, who's a pure-blooded human. That's basically what I'm saying. I think Caliban has a strong will, and he's blessed by Shinsu. I think someone like him, I don't think Traumerei can just puppeteer like that. I think because do you remember when Yasratcha was being told to kill the dog, and it was like a command? But I felt like Yasratcha was fighting it, like he has to dominate your will. Like if you're strong enough, you can resist it. Maybe I don't know, but maybe I'm tripping. I could be completely off. I have no idea.
The only thing, like, I don't remember the thing, but I don't know if like Traumerei was serious about that. Like, I think he just flippantly said he like killed the guy. Like it might be like if you actually try, it's like he like focuses on like trying to make sure you're under his control. You might break, you might just break your mind. But I think certain people you just can't break.
Okay. Maybe Traumerei can control humans who are tower born, not irregular. I never thought he could control the other irregulars though. Humans from the outside are different from the tower born. If you could control humans, how do you scale it? That's a good question. I think it'll be really crazy. Because I thought like when he first pulled up, he was gonna have everyone doing a thriller dance. Honestly, I thought he was gonna puppeteer them, have them doing a thriller. That's what I wanted to see, but.
Remember when Calvin called the puppet something? Like he was the
human collector. His human collector was his epithet, or his little Sorper kid. Actually, I know he was known as the human collector. I don't remember the Sorper kid though. Let me make sure I'm not maybe off on that. But
the human collector. That's kind of the thing. Was gonna get the vibe. Was gonna get like, oh, he was gonna control everybody. I think he can, but I don't know how broken that is. Like,
yeah, human collector or human hunter, depending on what translation you go by. So
human hunter. I mean, yeah, it's just
a lot of my audience doesn't know that I guess doesn't realize that I don't always read on Thingamajig, like Alpha. I'm using Alpha sometimes because I like a bunch of different translations, but I tend to like the fan ones a bit more. But that one part with Hajin Sung talking about humanity, Alpha Scans didn't do a great job with that. It's way more palatable in the line of webtoon version, which I say very rarely, especially what they did to Kubera. What line is done to Kubera is just egregious. Like, I argue if you have read the majority, especially of season 3 of Kubera online webtoons, you're lost. You don't know what's going on because they don't know what they're talking about. So.
It's kind of just like imagine like his series getting shit on and you realize the 9 version is just like, man. You don't know the full potential. You're not. Your eyes are. You're not witnessing greatness as it should be witnessed.
Yeah. But T to create the beastskins to control them, so I don't like that he can control normal people. That is kind of what Thing was just saying. Like I think the whole reason he was making beastskin people was so he could control people. Why would he be making them if he can already control humans? I think that's a good point. Like again, we could not be wrong, but I just think it makes sense based on the evidence that we have. I think there's too many opportunities that Ray could have controlled humans in the nest, and afterward he just doesn't. Only beastskin and animals. I agree. Been saying that Traumerei has been committing genocide on all native animals in the tower and placing them with hybrids, so who share his blood, and that's how he could control them. That's kind of smart, low key though, if he's doing that.
My only pushback is just my only pushback to things. I just think he does that because he can do that. Like like these these family heads just be doing shit because they can do that shit. Like
it's not a bad point.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like the whole test thing. I don't think he cares. Right? Like why go all out and try to control people when you really don't have any threat there? But it is what it is.
I guess only time will tell. But I thought this was like I think this chapter was one of it was like all right. There was some good stuff at the end that I like with Dorsey and my girl Anakkkku. Okay, and amigo Chaz. I won't forget him this time. He's back. I'm getting a lot of good panels of Shalal though. Like yummy.
Don't you mean Lalal?
Lalal. I don't know. I always confuse them. Blonde hair but yeah. That getting pushed back didn't move me. I hope the Karaka and this Lopobia guy. We'll see what goes on with this part with the beastskins, because it seems like beastskins are still being summoned for like a war or something. But this guy I guess he's not the administrator, but this is the area where he has some admin powers or whatever. So we'll see if he has any special properties on this floor or in this area. You know what I'm looking at now? I'm thinking it looks like he has 2 observers of his own on that weird thing he's standing on. So.
Oh shit.
Estee about to go crazy with the Princess Arc. You already know. I hope so. I wanted to go crazy. I definitely am hoping for that. So. Well, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it has to be 2 parts, right? Like this is just gonna be like a contest. I don't know if the princess will this lead to the princess war though, because I feel like there's a difference between fighting for Bam's love on a contest and actually having full-out war.
That's kind of what I was saying, but so what you're saying is you think this could be a prelude to the war?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't hate that. I don't dislike
whatever Yuri, or we don't know what Yuri's doing. Like, what if she sees the results and she's like, "Yeah, I'm not having that." Type B.
He's mine. I don't know. That'll be interesting. Let me just get your. I don't remember if you said anything. Did you comment on the Yama and Yasratcha thing? Do you care? Are you done with them? You just whatever. Like, Yasratcha taking months to die, but he's gonna die slowly, inevitably. Unless I think you did speak about it. I guess I don't know. Strange.
Yeah. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah. Okay. Get it over with.
Chat. Any final comments or any last questions? Or any go ahead.
Yeah, all I have to say is I think from the few chapters we've seen, I think he's building up to this is a big, obviously, but this might just be the best arc of this season. Like if he can just pull it off and we get the characters that we need, I think it might be the best arc of the season. But it is. But yeah.
Why doesn't Darcy have Bam's pocket contact info? I hate asking it too. I want this gonna sound so fucked up. I'm tired of using too much logic for Tower of God. It doesn't work. Stop using reason. Sometimes using reason with this series is just not the wave. But that's a fair fucking point. Why can't you just call the man?
Wait, hold on. I didn't even think about
Neither did I. Like, just pick up the phone. Just pick up the phone, bro. Pick up your pocket. I don't know. I don't have the answer. I really wish I did. So
we know Bam doesn't call them.
Yeah.
From the shit with Arc Raptor and things, you should know that. Yeah.
Is Amigo Chaz gonna claim his rightful spot in the story? No. Final comments. Where's the Blue Lock streams? All right, why? I'm joking. Vam said he couldn't communicate with the rest yet, so maybe he couldn't get through. No, you're totally right. He did say that. No, you're fucking right. But she should still be able to contact him or try to contact him. But hold on, let me make sure. Was that this chapter? I think you're right though. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. On the blah blah blah. Wonder if Quinn will be fine. I'm feeling easy, so they can't contact him yet. But Kenny can't contact him because they confiscated his pocket and stuff. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. But he was gonna use it anyways. But still, good point though. If you're watching from YouTube, why aren't you following Nia's Twitch? Talk to him. Let him know. Well, I appreciate you guys joining me late. Oh, sorry. Was you gonna say something? Lizard, do you have a last comment?
I don't have anything to say. I was gonna say some. I don't know. Shout out to Peri family.
Yeah, I think I guess real quick. Do you think it's time for us to get an introduction to everybody to some degree? Just know what have someone from every family, or you think you should still hold back?
Nah, it's more than it's been like. My thing was always like I want to see. I mean, this is a thing, but I always wanted season two to end with just like we get an outline of all the family heads, just like in a crazy thing. But yeah, it's way past time. Like we need to see every family. Like there's 10 families. We've only seen like 2 or 3 mainly, but yeah, it's time.
That's fair. But all right, fellas, dudes and dudettes and everything other. Y'all be safe. Oh, he said I got a question. And I wanted to say it the way that Ace Vane says it with the question. I'm gonna ask some questions, but go ahead, ask it before I cut. And I also want to see where Sophia and them went with Augustus and New Love and stuff. It's all New Love again. I don't want to see Evankel ever again. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm done.
Oh man,
I don't want to see her again. Do y'all remember the little pink-haired girl who had the pillow from the Hell Train arc? Yeah, Cherry Law. Miss Sleep. Yes, I remember her. I'll never forget. I never forget King Sleep, Young Sleep, and Miss Sleep, man. What's Cherry? We call her Cherry Law. What's her actual name again?
I think it's what was it? It might be Cherry. I don't know what her.
There was a moment where she messaged someone saying she would continue to follow Bam. Okay, who was it? I don't even remember that. So I don't even recall that. But that's interesting. Let me just.
Fonsicle
Rure, right? Yeah. I actually, you know what? I was typing it into my Google and it finished the thing for me. I used to call her Pinky. I called her Miss Sleep. But I think something with her family is interesting because it ties to the sworn enemy. But we'll see what's going on with her. I'm not entirely sure. But frig. Now,
man, bring back Lori. What happened to him?
Yeah. That's why I'm wondering. Like this, to me, in a lot of ways, this is a good arc to have everyone reconvene if they figure out what's going on behind the scenes to some degree. Because, like, what if everyone reads the newspaper that Bam is dead? They're like, what? Cap. And that's when everyone comes back to meet up.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like a wild thing. It's like that One Piece Marine Corps.
3D2I?
Yeah, 3D2I. I always thought this arc was gonna come like meeting up in 477 Warwick Song, but this is actually a good place as well. Yeah, this is like just bring everybody back and then kill all the people that don't matter. But
yeah, trim the fat. There's no need to have a lot of the ex's character stuff too. I have a really random like what the hell is going on with Lyborg?
Wait, what? That boy? Yeah, wait, what?
I don't even remember seeing him at all when the nest concluded. I saw Calivan. I saw that one guy who was running the cat tower. He's dead. I saw Spider Mommy block the Shinwan Ryu with the treasure that the family had gave her and stuff like that. Like I saw Miu Love and identified most people. I don't recall seeing Lyborg in any capacity. The last time I saw him, he bent the knee when Traumerei pulled up. Them niggas still kneeling. No. I saw Caliban stand up. I need both arms back. I remember. So.
I mean, I low-key kind of forgot what happened between their fight. Like, I know Loborg won, but like.
No, Spider Mommy's not dead though. She blocked the attack from Traumerei Shinwan Ryu with the shield. She's not dead. I wonder if Sicarius is dead though. I don't think I saw Sicarius. Her son. I don't think I saw him.
Sicarius, poking down Loborg Kun. Yeah.
But yeah, I think he dipped her Pot to Jihad. All possible. But anyways, I'm wrapping up. Y'all be safe. Shout out to the Patreon gang. Yes, sir. Shout out to my CBL, the Certified BAM lovers, and my priests of fire. But especially to the Fifth Zen gods. Shout out to Triss, Abdel, AJ, Alan, Bloody Winters, Childish, Nujabes, David Langstaff, Irene Sharda, Jamarcus Cole, Cayenne, Chris, Lazy Dragon, Lucky Roo, Miles, Revenant, Scobe, Simi, and Sunny Kathapali. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you.